Howdy, howdy, howdy. How's it going, folks? Welcome
Oh,
to What's in the Bag.
that's right. Ahoy, you sagacious scallywags.
Should I cut that intro shorter?
No, it's a good intro. It's a good
Okay,
intro.
okay. Because sometimes we're like, okay, it's almost over now. And it's almost over now. Almost over.
Oh, almost there.
Boy, it's been a fucking week, hasn't it?
Dude, it's been brutal, especially for nerds and fans of levity. It has been a rough week um, with, geez, and it seems like a very long week due to the losses that we've had out there in the
Yeah.
world of entertainment.
Man, Kevin Conroy was one thing, then Gallagher, but as Razorfist would say, comedy is saved. It's like, damn, dude. Come on, man. He
Brutal.
was funny. He was funny during the '90s. Shit, cut him some slack. And then man,
Oh
fucking
man.
Green Ranger, man.
When I was a kid, I couldn't wait for him to finish, his get to the end of his routine where he brought out the Sledge-O-Matic. Because
Yeah,
to a little kid, to a 6-year-old me, man, that's the best comedy right there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, his stand up, was pretty funny, but everyone was there for the the smashing of the produce.
Right. Yeah, no, Sledge-O-Matic, it does everything. It slices, it dices, it makes julienne fries. Really, all it does is just crush stuff.
Yeah,
It's great.
but I suppose one bright side is that the orange scourge of Twitter has returned.
you know, Twitter has gotten a bit more enjoyable, even though folks are at each other's throats. It's gotten a bit more enjoyable now that it's like it's a mixed bag of political opinions.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
noticed that. There's not as much,
yeah,
I don't know, death threats.
yeah, that too. Because death threats are not protected speech according to the Supreme Court.
Hmm.
Just so everybody knows out there in TV land, you cannot make threats of violence. You cannot threaten their livelihood or any of that stuff because that's a threat. That's crazy talk. But yeah, no, dude. Uh, yeah, no, man. So hold on, I want to share. I want to share something here.
Uh
And I wandered away from it, and I'm looking for it. Okay, what's the story? So that's a little something we're doing on Telepathic Bunny's channel, and it's a lot of fun. We go through facts. There's always two fictional characters,
oh.
two and two real life persona,
Uh-huh.
right? And
Right.
so we run a poll on Twitter. Telepathic Bunny runs the poll, and the winner is the one I get to draw. And,
Okay.
and it's a bit fun. It's a bit of an art challenge for me as well. Um, let's see here. I have to go grab that file. Oh no, work is open. Let me open this file. I still got to do. I got the flats down and I set it down. I got a deadline of this next Wednesday when the show is live. So I'm working on other things because I had a fantastic crossover opportunity and I can't really talk about it yet because it's not in stone, but it's highly likely that Scalpel Zero is going to do a crossover with an legendary indie comics character.
Okay.
It's super exciting, and I can't wait to show that one off. Um, let's see here. I'm going through. Let's see here. It's in Take for It Presents. Yeah, there we go. What's the story? There we go. Boop. Open up that. Waiting for it to load. Okay. Now back over to StreamYard. To boop and boop and boop. There we go.
Oh my God, is that Patton?
It is, sir.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Are those his pearly handled gold?
Yeah. Yeah. And I just laid down the flats for it. Yeah, I got this done during the program, during an hour-long program. I got this done. Now I did a little bit of prep work where I lightly penciled it in advance, and I set up this little stars and stripes banner,
Hmm.
right? And that's all I did before the show got started. So I inked it and I did the flatting live, and then I just touched it up a little bit after the show. So all in all, um, time put into it about an hour and a half, maybe. Overestimating on the time there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good, dude.
Why? Thank you. Yeah, they were wanting me to put them on a tank, and I was like, yeah, that ain't happening in an hour, bro.
Just have him firing at a plane.
Right. I was like, I was gonna go with like a superhero pose, since it's a mix between kind of superheroes. The people on the pole are a mix between superheroes and what do you call it? And historical figures. So I was like, I'll draw up a historical figure as a superhero. And our next poll for this upcoming week. Let me grab the screen there. And
George S. Patton is General Freedom.
right. And oh god, dang it! No. All right. Oh, phew. Okay. I don't want to draw Dr. Manhattan. I don't want to draw Dr. Manhattan or Warren Worthington III, aka Angel or Archangel. Um, I'd much rather draw indie comics characters. So I do. You can see who I voted for. I voted for Julius Caesar. Because I was like, yeah, no, and I've got a funny joke for that one. You might not have Caesar's face. I'm kidding. I was gonna draw Ethan Van Sciver.
Ah, Jesus.
Because it's funny.
I would have.
Right?
Either that or fucking Little Caesar.
Right, pizza. But I really, I have my own personal bias on what I want, because I'm the one who has to draw it. So last week I went and hit up a bunch of tank buddies. It was like, hey, dude, go to Twitter, go vote for Patton.
You cheating bastard.
I did. Hey, man, I drink a nice tall glass of wolf milk every day. I vote early, vote often.
That's funny.
That's what VPNs and whatnot are for. So, yeah. See, look at that Pixel trying to do me and hoping for Manhattan, so Tank has to draw Blue Wang. Although I'm saying, like, dude, if I have to draw Dr. Manhattan, I'm a Liefeld the heck out of that peepee.
Make it uber tiny?
Well, no, I might just do like the Morton Salt. Or something of the sort. I might get a little cheeky with it, shall we say?
Ah, okay.
Right. Oh, dude, I really want that. I can't help it. That's why I leave Twitter. I close it. I close it while I'm working. Twitter's too much fun sometimes. I've got a nice feed. I've trained my algorithm well. Yeah. I got a nice workspace set up here. Little spoiler up there at the top. Yeah, that's right. And Nia says Neon Revenant pinup.
Giggity.
And I got these done. I missed one spot, and I want to tag that real quick, because I forgot to shade that one thing in down here to make sure I have the right tools selected. I've got my Crow Quill from Jimmy Reyes from his Gumroad. I highly recommend it. It's a great bargain. His pen set is absolutely just fantastic. Um, it's
Now,
really good.
for those who don't know, mainly me,
Uh-huh.
the fuck is Gumroad?
All right, so Gumroad is like a place where you can set up a personal store. You can sell your wares.
Oh.
Yeah, I might be setting up a Gumroad to sell my comic because I've been looking at various options, and
Yeah.
it's just a simple landing page. You know, they handle all the payment processing and all that other fun stuff. There we go. Fix that rock. So,
Fuck that rock.
that's right.
I would have been like, fuck it. I don't feel like shading it. Delete.
Delete. Yeah, but that would mean I have to draw a line. It seems like work.
That's true.
Hey, you're gonna have a bad day. Uh,
When you wake up and get your head stomped in, you know you're going to have a bad day.
yeah, it's just ka-stomp, dude. Like I even thought of putting that in as like just the sound effect was just ka-stomp. But I decided against it.
I would have gone with a womp.
Right. So, stretching. Oh goodness, it's been a day. I've been on dad duty today. Gave the wife got a break today. No, do not save. I don't care about that one. But yeah, no, got the wife got a break. She got some early birthday presents. Her birthday's in 3 days.
Oh, well, happy early birthday, because I ain't going to remember.
Right. I'm the one who remembers the birthdays around here, which is ironic because I'm terrible with remembering birthdays. But somehow it's on me.
I always felt bad for my dad. He couldn't remember any of our birthdays.
Ooh,
I mean, he knew a birthday was coming up. He just couldn't remember which child.
right. I just noticed
like,
that is off too.
Yeah, your birthday's in March, right? No, Dad, it's in June.
There we go.
Oh, your brother's in March. Your sister's in April, right? Dad, that's Mom's birthday. Oh, right. When's your sister's? The same month as my other brothers.
Oh, right. Now, right now, they're closing out Kozor, which is super exciting. The Barton brothers, bringing the heat, man. Absolutely fantastic book. I'm glad that I backed it. I really, yeah. Absolutely awesome book. And I'm looking forward to reading it. My brother reports that it is good, so I can't wait to read it. And he's not a big comic book fan, you know. So if he says it's good, it must be really good. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Oh shit! Which cover should I get? Which cover should I get?
Right?
Fuck! Which cover should I get? I can't
I don't
afford
know.
all
Bring
of
it
them.
up on. Bring it on screen. Bring it on screen. Let's
Give me a
show off
moment.
what. Yeah.
Present. Share
Yeah,
screen.
let's take a look here, man. You know, people watching this on the replay, we apologize for the tease.
Okay. Let's see. No, definitely not all 3 editions. I can't afford that. All right, so we got Definitive Edition, which is that classic picture right there.
Yep. Let me see.
And then the Corey Barton variant.
I forget which one I backed. Let's see here. Nope, that's the Alterna stuff. Dwarfs versus Lion, Vestry number 4, which I got the pack that was all 4 issues. I think they're
Yeah,
on.
there you go. There's the Corey Burton one.
Let's see here.
Barton, pardon me, I don't know why I keep saying Burton. Ooh, the Kanan White is pretty good too. Fuck.
Oh, dude. No, Kanan White is just absolutely fantastic to say.
Damn it.
Goodness. I got the definitive edition. That's the one I got.
Yeah, I'm thinking that one too, because both Kozor and that weird fucking thing in the background too. That thing that looks like it's from fucking Doom.
Oh yeah, no, it's a great time playing a game. World War Hail Dan is currently modding his Fallout 4, and I gave him some advice on how to do that properly, and because I really want to get into modding my Fallout 4 again, but it is a time-consuming process, and I do get heavy-handed with it. I push that engine to its limits, right? And but what's really funny is that my Skyrim with over 550 mods still runs better and smoother than vanilla, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are times where because I have volumetric clouds in that sucker, and with all of the lighting effects enabled, and there are some times where I'm in the middle of adventuring and stuff, and I just stop and enjoy the scenery because I've got the render distance beyond what the game normally allows. Right, I went into the initiate the ini file, the .ini, right, and changed my render distances manually to beyond what the game was designed to do, because I can do that. I got a good enough graphics card. It's not a primo graphics card, but it's good enough. It's good enough.
I've been wanting to get into VR.
Oh, dude, I've got finally on order. I have my my adapter. So I had a small payment come in from a client, and that's super exciting. A small payment coming in, and it was enough for me to run to the grocery store, grab a couple of accoutrements for the kids, and also order an adapter. Hopefully I can get some more in here in the near future. I am available for hire. Anybody out there in TV land? I'm cheap. I'm negotiable.
It's funny how far technology has gotten just since the 80s. Really. I mean, well, I just got done watching a video on the original Alone in the Dark, the game that started that genre of survival horror. And I never realized that it originally came out in 1992.
Okay.
And it had all the fixed camera angles and tank controls and all that kind of stuff. It was all 3D graphics. And then so that the original Resident Evil game, it was originally supposed to be a first-person shooter, but they just couldn't get the technology to work right. But then Shinji Mikami ended up playing Alone in the Dark and was like, holy shit, we'll just use this format.
Right.
So, and that game came out in what, 97, 98?
Right.
Resident Evil when that first came out. No, not Netflix. We don't talk about that.
No, Netflix. Yeah. Yeah, that's a no-go.
What's that meme? I'm surprised no one made one. It's Netflix bursting in through the door. Here comes a modern remake of something you like. No, Netflix, no.
Right. Don't do it. Don't
90,
do it.
96.
You
96
can-
is when Resident Evil first came out.
Oh wow.
But it was 4 years before we had Alone in the Dark, which, mind you look at Alone in the Dark, it had, pretty, I guess you want to say rudimentary 3D graphics for that time, but still, it was amazing if you think about it. I mean, it was all fairly smooth animations, though slow, fairly smooth. And it was all 3D fixed camera angles, move around, was it pre-rendered objects and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh man, Elon Musk is working really hard to get Donald Trump to come back to Twitter.
He keeps egging him on.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, no, it's hilarious. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh yeah, man. Sorry, I'm pinging in my ears and people are hitting me up, and I'm like, dude, I'm live. I'm live right now. Would you come by and watch the show?
Yeah, there you go. That's a picture from that game Alone in the Dark.
Oh my goodness.
Now, mind you, 1992.
Okay, that's fair. That's actually real high speed for 92.
Yeah. And like you were able to do a bunch of stuff. You were able, it originally had the function play as one of two characters.
Mm-hmm.
And there's differences between with their storylines and their gameplay.
Right.
And if you look at that was like revolutionary back then, but we look at it now, it's like, hey, that's fucking trash.
I'm just like, dude, it was back then, like for real. All right, let's see what we got here.
And every other game was still doing what is it 2D side scrolling.
Yeah. No, that's accurate. Yeah. Let's see here. Nope, way too big. There we go. All right, let's.
What's way too big? Is bulge?
No. We I did that on purpose.
It needs to be bigger.
Yeah, I gave him big energy.
Oh, did you hear? You heard about that with Namor, right?
Oh no.
So apparently, the actor in the Trunks was actually very well endowed.
Okay.
And for the movie, they fucking cut it out.
Oh, dude, that's horrifying.
He looks like a fucking Ken doll in the movie.
Oh no. Oh no. That's terrible. That's absolutely awful. Why would you do that? Why?
Then again, they somehow made Shuri's, after she became Black Panther in that movie and dons the suit, somehow she's flat chested and everything. So,
of course.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we know that the only thing that I can't say it.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, the only thing that they want to see sexualized is inappropriate.
Yeah. Those who are not of legal age ranges.
Yeah. No, for real.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw some colors in on this, man. Get this.
It's already full of color.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna do a simple 3-tone shading here. Something
Oh.
quick and easy, right?
Hmm.
And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll grayscale and then they'll do like a grayscale layer, and then just do flats over that. And I'm like, dude, that doesn't look good. Um, you have to adjust the color. So you've got to go from the color of your primary light source, which your light point should be shifted towards the color of the light source.
Oh,
And
you're talking about when they do flats and it ends up looking like fucking MS Paint.
yeah, no, and so and what I did here was I'm blue shifting it, right?
Right.
And that's what you're supposed to do. So I grab that color, I just grab my master, and then boop. Honestly, I should have. Gosh, that makes you wonder if I even. So I'm gonna just blue shift. Sorry, I was just like, and then you desaturate it as you go darker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you got to do that. So add in, and I'm just doing like real quick, just real quick, get it done, kind of deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to desaturate it and then shift it over to your away to the. You got to shift it to the whatever your the opposite of your primary light source color is.
Yeah.
You know, and three-tone shading is real easy, real fast. Toss in a little extra texture. Doesn't cost anything, right? And it looks pretty decent. So just outline where that shading is. So it's coming in right there, right? So just kind of gradiate it and just work on it pretty quick. This is it's not a very pricey commission, so but at the same time, I mean, even though you get what you pay for, right? I still try to give the customer bang for their buck.
Right.
And if I am unable to deliver, I gladly give a refund. Which right now I have to give a refund because I was working on a pretty cool IP, but unfortunately I just could not do the picture that they wanted justice. It was not coming out good. I hated it. Uh, and so I've got I need to issue a refund, and unfortunately, I don't have the money. So I've got to make money so that I can issue that refund, which sucks, right?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. All right, so do that, and then we'll blue shift it a little more. Take it down. Just add in a little bit of back shading, just not a whole lot though.
I'm trying to see who were all the actors who played as Patton. Was George C. Scott the only guy who played as Patton?
I think so.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
no. Hollywood doesn't like Patton.
Yeah, that's true.
Hollywood does not like Patton. Um, he said some nasty things about a certain group of bankers, and that has been misconstrued into being anti-Semitic remarks. And it's like, no,
Yeah.
he wasn't speaking to a crowd; he was speaking to a select few, and what kind of scum they were. And he was
Yeah.
absolutely right. Like, I'm sorry if as soon as I hear the word banker, I'm immediately like, oh, so people that Satan goes, damn, dude, that's evil.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, they probably didn't like that he talked a lot of shit on the commies too.
Oh yeah, no, he did not like the commies. He did not like the media. He did not like the entertainment industry. He was very vocal, very very vocal about that stuff. You know?
Gene Hackman would have been a good Patton.
Oh, for real, for real.
Well, it makes me laugh because Tom Selleck, he played as Ike.
Mm-hmm.
And my neighbor, he's a huge Tom Selleck fan. We were watching the movie Ike, and he goes, "Why does that guy look familiar?" I'm like, "You don't recognize him?" He was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, that's right. He normally has a big giant mustache." He's just looks at me. I was like, That's Tom Selleck." He's like, "What?"
Yeah, no, dude, he pulled a Gary Oldman with that role. He really
Yeah.
did.
Well, Gary Oldman's just good at playing everyone.
Yeah, he's so good at it that he ended up having to do speech therapy just to get his natural accent back. He forgot how to speak in his native accent.
He forgot how to speak British.
Right? No, for real. Like he that's kind of funny. That cracks me up.
Which also amazes me. What's that movie? Uh, Haley Joel Osment, Michael Caine, and Robert Duvall. Secondhand Lions.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Michael Caine is doing an American accent, and he's doing a fucking good job with it.
Oh, nice.
So that caught me off guard when I saw that movie. I was like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, that's a trip, man. I have to check that one out.
It's a good movie. One of those feel-good movies.
Oh, I do like a good feel good flick. I also like a good run for your life and abject terror flick.
Yeah, that
Um,
too.
yeah, no, my, my my kids, my older kids, they love horror movies, and we're in that gray area between Christmas and Halloween. So this
Oh,
traditionally, this is where we watch a lot of Christmas themed horror movies.
Gremlins better be on there.
Oh, definitely it is. Although that's on our regular Christmas movie list as well.
Oh,
But what is it? So tonight they're watching Krampus, the 2015 Krampus
oh,
movie.
that movie is so fucked up.
It really is, and they're loving it. They're like, "Oh my goodness, this is so warped." I'm like, "Yep, you know the rules. Uh, you know, if you have bad dreams because of this, that's the last time you're watching it." You know, they know they see. I try to teach them assumed risk,
Uh huh.
right?
So, funny thing,
Oh,
when we were kids, turned out my dad had a copy of The Exorcist, but he kept it
okay.
hidden
Oh no,
because we had every other horror movie we had. And me, I was like, well, it can't be that bad. I mean, I was watching George Romero's Day of the Dead since I was 5.
right?
And I was like, it can't be that bad. Come on, Dad, let's watch it. No, you're not going to watch it. Come on, Dad, come on, let's watch it, watch it. No, no, no. Oh, come on. No, because one of you is going to be upstairs trying to get in bed with us, with me and your mom. No,
Hmm.
it's like, come on, let's watch it. All right, fine, fine. I want to fucking hear it. I want to fucking hear it. All right, all right. So we watch it. We're like, whoa, that was a cool movie. And here comes little me in the middle of the night.
Right? No, for real.
And I was like, Mom. All of a sudden, my dad wakes up. He's like, what the fuck? God fucking damn it. Get in bed. Get in the bed here. All right, come on. Let's go.
Right? No, for real though.
Um, all right. It's not a horror movie, but I do have a movie I recommend you watch.
Oh,
It's called The Fat Man.
oh, dude, it's on the list. It's on the
It's a
list.
it's a good movie. I mean, it is it is so fucking stupid, but it is a good movie because it's fucking Mel Gibson.
Yeah. No, Mel Gibson is a fantastic filmmaker. Um,
Fantastic actor.
yeah. No, for real. And that he is. That he is.
And
Uh,
one of my favorite movies of his is The Patriot. Not because of the whole Revolutionary War thing. It's just he just a damn good actor in that.
no, he absolutely is. And Heath Ledger, of course,
Hmm.
great. Absolutely great. And it's Heath Ledger, another one of those insanely gifted, talented folks who is sorely missed.
Yeah. Jason Isaacs, he just playing as
Oh,
that
dude.
colonel.
What a dude. That, I mean, scum of the earth, and we loved him for it.
Mm-hmm. It was funny because watching what was it? Well, me and my brother, we originally went to go see Resident Evil, the first movie when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
At the have you seen the movies?
I've seen some of them, yeah.
So you've seen the first one. So you remember at the end where they're grabbing the guy, the guy who was cut by the liquor, and
Oh, yeah.
they're like, "Oh, get him into the Nemesis program." If you look up and you see one of the doctors who's wearing a mask, you'll see a guy with fucking intense looking eyes. That's actually Jason Isaacs, and he was actually supposed to play as what's Birkin. He was supposed to play as William Birkin in the next movie,
Oh, wild.
but
Yeah.
some ended up happening. Like it was either a contract or conflicting schedules, and he wasn't able to come back. So they got a different actor to play the role, but they renamed the role after Jason Isaacs. So the
Oh.
character's name was Dr. Isaacs.
Oh, I did not know that. That is some wild trivia right there.
But
That's really cool.
Yeah, first two movies are the only ones I like. Even then, the second movie, it's still not it's not up on my list of good movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was okay. They all the sequels I felt kind of fell a little flat.
Yeah.
And especially like as the further we got along, the more like, oh, cool, let's milk this thing for all it's worth, is what it really felt like.
And kill off all the good characters like fucking like Barry. What?
Yeah,
It's like, you motherfucker, like a fan fucking favorite fucking kills off Barry.
yeah. No, it's the truth though. That's what they did. They autosave. There we go. That's what they did, man. There we go.
I have plenty of complaints about that fucking series and that director, which makes me mad. He made great movies like Soldier
Mm-hmm.
and Event Horizon. Then he fucking did the Resident Evil films, which were for the most part all dog shit except for maybe the first one.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. The first Mortal Kombat film, he did that.
I have an unpopular opinion. I did not like that one. Did not like it.
It was par for the course for a video game movie. It wasn't terrible.
Right. Yeah, see, it's starting to come together.
I would say it's up on Mario Brothers level.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong color there. All right, so easiest, quickest path is going to be this direction. Which actually, I need to go the other direction first.
Thank God we dodged a bullet, because apparently Paul Anderson was originally supposed to do a Castlevania movie.
Oh, that's. Ugh.
I remember when I first heard about that. I can't remember the name of the website, but I commented. It was like, yeah, here's how it's going to go. This is going to happen. Then turns out that Dracula is actually a good guy, and they all go out and get some fucking ice cream.
That's brutal, but not inaccurate.
Yeah.
All right, not inaccurate. Let's see here. How do I want to approach it? I'm just going to do it like this. I unfortunately went with the wrong. You know what? I should actually just go ahead and there we go. get the right color on that.
Yeah, that's right. He did do Monster Hunter. I didn't even watch that. I was like, oh, Paul Anderson's attached, doing another video game movie. Oh, and his wife is in it. Of course she is. Yeah, no, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, that's sadly how it goes these days, you know?
What? Modern U.S. military gets sucked into the world of Monster Hunter? Yeah, fuck that noise. There's anime isekai, and then there's that fucking bullshit.
Yeah. No, you know, Bunny should be here because I am coloring this picture that was that I did on the other program.
Go invite Bunny.
Yeah. No, give me a second here, because you know me, man. Once I get into a work groove, I get into the work groove.
Hmm.
Here we go. All right, let me go grab him real quick. Go send him a quick thing. Where do I hide that stuff from myself? Okay, so hit that invite link, and then get over to the appropriate social media, into the appropriate book. Oh yeah, I fired Tug today, but then I rehired him.
Yeah, I
He
saw
tried to
that.
quit. He doesn't get to quit. Sorry, Tug. Love you,
we need to
brother,
get
but,
him. We need to get him on here for like a half hour or something.
Oh, that would be great. Tug's a wonderful, wonderful conversation too, and he likes to take a break from talking all the crazy stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Jump in and talk about the show. Control V. There we go. Streamer link dropped. Although it's apparently. There we go. Now it registered. Okay. My computer's just being slow. Is what it's doing. It's being a slow computer. Bad computer.
Okay, I see 2 people are watching, but no one has commented.
Stalking us. They're probably watching us at the same time. That's real easy to figure it out, by the way. Let me see here.
Oh, they'll watch us, but they won't interact with the. Okay.
No, apparently it's just you out there right now.
Just me. I'm not even on there.
That's funny. Oh, it could be misleading me. Let's see here. All right, let's see. We'll go ahead and see how feathering that looks. And if I don't like it, I'll just block it in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Burr?
Yeah. I mean, I sent out a text through the comment section, or sent out a text into the chat from here, but I'm not actually on the channel.
Right. Yeah, I normally don't do colors. It's not a usual thing for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean I don't do colors.
Actually, let me go ahead and jump on there real quick. Do.
Is because it's beautiful. What was it that Cartman? Was it Cartman that had the bomb on the South Park episode?
Oh fuck!
I don't recall.
Okay, and then we'll go ahead and pin that.
Yes, pin that. Pin it. Yeah, I think the tank community is going to love this one too. Um, it's not your usual patent kind of fan art, right? It's it's a little different,
Just a smidge.
all right? Just a little bit, little bits. All right, let's go ahead and darken that, and we're gonna blue shift it some more. And oop, too rich. There we go. Too blue. It's looking more like it. Yeah, just kind of get this stuff grooved in, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
ticket. Yeah, get it grooved in. And then it'll look good.
Yeah. See.
Meow. Meow, kitty, meow. Meow. Meow, kitty, with a voice like that. How you sing in the Cuckoo Cabana within the week. Meow. Meow, kitty, so you like to talk, huh, kitty? Little stool pigeon, huh, kitty? Meow. Meow, kitty, I can't stay mad at you. I love you, kitty. Meow. Meow. Yeah, I know. I ain't right. And I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You know? Good, nice, long week. I hope everybody is prepped and to have a fantastic Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That's I'm really excited. I love Turkey Day, also known as Fat Bastard Day. It's the day where all diets are out the window, and
Also,
stuffing your. I was going to say stuffing your face is mandatory.
also known as National Antacid Day.
Oh yeah, you know it.
What's wrong with you? Too much turkey.
Too much rich flavors.
What? There's pie? Fuck.
No, for real. For real. All right, let's get this grooved in here. Yeah, it's starting to come out good.
Us at work, we're like, oh, okay, let's do like a little Thanksgiving thing. And it's like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Make some food. And then everybody was like, you know what, we really don't feel like making food. Let's all just go out to fucking eat.
Hey,
So-
man, it happens.
We ended up going to fucking PF Chang's. First time ever. It was pretty good food.
Yeah, PF Chang's is all right. I've eaten at a couple of different PF Chang's, and your experience definitely will vary from location to location.
Yes.
Yeah, I have had some good PF Chang's, and I have had some real nasty PF Chang's where I did not appreciate it at all.
It's funny because my coworker, she's originally from one of my coworkers. She's originally from China,
Oh yeah.
and she was like, "Okay, this food is good. Oh, let's get the tofu and all that." I was like, "Yeah, okay." So I took a bite of it. I was like, "You know what? That ain't bad." The only thing that sucks is that because it's fried, and because of basically it's a fucking sponge, so all
Yes.
that grease is held into it, so it's kind of gross, but it has
Yeah.
good flavor. But she took a bite. She was like, "That is not good tofu." I'm like, well, yeah, it's Americanized.
Yeah, PF Chang's. There are some lines that just should not be crossed. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. There we go. Get a little.
But man, the tea that I had there, Dragon Oolong tea, was so fucking good.
Oh yeah, now oolong tea is my favorite tea.
So I ended up doing some research, found the exact tea, and I bought some online.
Heck yeah, that's the way you do it. You know, that's the
Hmm.
way you do it. All right, let's get that in there. Get that one there.
Yeah, went ahead and bought some coffee for work on the way home.
There you go.
Some good old Black Rifle coffee. So delicious.
I don't know. There's a little. I don't know what's up, but apparently there's some controversy surrounding the Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Uh,
I was like, really? What you guys
there's
do?
usually some controversy around some fucking company. So
Right.
that's why I quit paying attention to that shit. Unless if the company's outright coming out like what fucking Gillette did, then it's like, yeah, fuck you guys.
Oh, dude, no, for real, man. Gillette. Yeah,
It's like,
I
really?
stopped.
You're going to talk down to your one fucking demographic.
Yep. It's like, dude, you had one job, and that was to sell us a product. But now you're gonna woke scold us. How about the fat sack of dicks and the you can eat thereof?
Yeah. That shouts devour a satchel of Richards.
That's right, for real. All right, well, I hit up Bunny. I sent him the link, but he might not be available right now. I understand that this is a highly competitive streaming slot.
Yeah, we need to rethink this strategy.
Well, we'll see how it all goes. We'll see how it goes.
Now on
Yeah.
at 8. Now we're on at 9. Now we're on at this time.
Hey, it's part of funding your legs.
Yep.
It is. It's part of funding your legs in this crazy world.
Mhm.
So I don't take it dishearteningly. All right, let's grab that one next. Yeah, 3-tone colors are pretty fast. All right, so blue shifting is moving it towards this way and grabbing that, and then just get this all nice and darkened in right there.
Now, which section are you working on?
I am currently. Is it not updating?
I don't know. I can't tell.
No, it is not updating. Clip Studio's been doing this. Not Clip Studio,
Oh,
but OBS.
there we go. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, it had not been showing anything I was doing, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, that's a hell of a difference.
Right? No, it's kind of really annoying.
Yeah, for a second I was like, well, if he says there's changes, there's changes.
Right? No.
I'll trust him. I may not notice, but I'll trust him.
Right? Yeah. No, that's most unfortunate because I'm mostly done now. Look at that.
Yeah, there we go.
Just some quick 3-tone. Right? I'll do some tonal correction on the skin. It's too pasty.
Ooh, you know what that's well, which one is that's giving me some Justice League New Frontier vibes.
I'm not familiar with that one.
What?
Yeah. No, I honestly don't pay attention to.
Okay, the art style.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with the product
Give me
because
a moment.
I don't pay attention to mainstream. I really don't. I know it's weird. I am a huge fan of comics. I don't read mainstream comics or pay attention to their animated shows or any of the sort. Like I didn't even know there was a new season of Young Justice, and that's one that I actually rather enjoy. Was Young Justice.
All right, I am sharing now.
All right, hold on. Give me a second to get over there.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? No, that's not it. What does it mean? There we go. Bloop.
All right, give me a minute here. You know, like I said, when I get into a workflow,
Mm-hmm.
I get into a workflow. And I'm expediting this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it might be a little back and forth. I've been asked, why don't I just do like lasso select? And I'm like, honestly, I don't like to. I mean, I admire when other people do that and whatnot, but me, I just grab my flats and I have that.
Yeah.
All right, then we're going to take that there. So that's going to be. I was thinking it was too dark, but it turns out it's not dark enough. So Control T, T, T. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's much better.
And there you go.
All right, hold on. Let me get there. Just a minute. Just want to finish up this color right here, and get into that. What you are showing. It won't take me long because this is not a whole lot of area to shade in. And I'm using a rather sizable brush here. All right. That's okay. I'll go check it out real quick. Okay, poop. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was kind of going for something like kind of classic looking.
Yeah.
Like,
that was actually a really good storyline. It was, Justice League, except during like the height of the McCarthy era. So like late
okay.
60s and whatnot. So, and just a really good story. They had like the first appearance of like a lot of the heroes. Superman, he's already been around for a while. Same thing with Wonder Woman, except Wonder Woman was now fighting in Vietnam, freeing some of the captive women and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not from U.S. troops, but from the Viet Cong. And it covered a lot of the sensitive topics. This was before everything got super woke when the story came out.
Yeah.
I guess Flash, he was ridiculed because his suit was red.
How dare him?
Well, better red than dead. Or better dead than red, pardon me.
Right.
But
unless you call me Mark.
Yeah. that type of deal. And it was cool because I really like, so Martian Manhunter or John Jones.
Yeah.
When he's introduced, he's accidentally brought to Earth through a NASA scientist's experimental teleportation device. But because of his alien appearance, the scientist ends up dying from a heart attack. But John Jones feels so fucking bad about it. But he ends up emulating the scientist's appearance, so that way he can escape the facility. And then he ends up becoming a detective during that era. After learning the ways of humans and stuff, Batman is still a scary as fuck Batman. The long, his first appearance look where he had the long ears and the purple gloves and shit.
Oh yeah.
And there's this fucking crazy ass cult, and Batman and John Jones, who's now a detective, and his partner, they end up rescuing this kid, but Batman, after rescues the little boy's scared of Batman because he looks so fucking frightening. So then that's when you see Batman change his appearance to more of the Adam West style look.
Oh, that's cool.
And then he ends up taking on a sidekick just so he can have a more friendly persona, because he doesn't want to frighten children.
Right.
But he still wants to put fear in the bad guys. But it's funny because Batman already knew something was off with him, especially when he saw John Jones. Something catches fire in John Jones' fear of fire.
Yep.
He like freezes and drops. Batman realizes there's something up with him, so he meets John Jones at his apartment.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "All right, I already know you're an alien. Just because of all the stupid stuff you have around your apartment and things like that."
Right.
And a funny little bit of dialogue where Batman's like, "Okay, I'll trust you, John Jones, but if you cross me, remember,
I know.
I spent millions of dollars on a small green rock, just so, in case one alien on this planet goes bad, I only need to spend a penny for a book of matches on you." I was like, "Damn, fuck!"
Brutal and
yeah,
based.
and it's a really good story. This is also where Hal Jordan, he becomes Green Lantern. Barry Allen, he's already been doing the whole, the Flash gig for a little bit of time. And then it's finally like you get to the big climactic battle, and then this is where you see the Justice League being properly formed.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's just a really, really, really good story. And the animated movie was really good too.
Oh, I like that. I like to hear that. I like to hear that it's not all garbage. DC, up until recently, they were doing good on the animated stuff, and then they started going down the woke hole.
They were all right. So what pissed me off is we finally got to an arc where we had a proper Death and Return of Superman. I actually liked those two movies that they released. It was really good.
Right.
I mean, greatly abridged, but it was really good. The only thing that sucked is that they didn't bring in the whole destruction of Edge City. What was that city? Emerald City, where Green Lantern is from.
Oh, wait, isn't he from? No, yeah, he's from Central. Flash is Central.
Yeah, well, his city, during the whole Death and Return of Superman arc, his city was destroyed by Cyborg Superman.
Right.
And I think that's what they start. I can't remember what arc they called that. I always forget the name of it, even though it's a really good arc. Where now, obviously, this is a bit of a controversial thing, but this is where Hal Jordan ends up becoming Parallax, because just the destruction of his entire city broke him.
Yeah.
And he started using the rings for his personal use. Now, it was out of grief. It wasn't like, he wasn't doing anything really greedy with it. It's just he didn't know how to handle his grief.
Right.
So basically, he using his own willpower, he recreated the city and all of its inhabitants, and he was having discussions with all the inhabitants like they were real, but it was just him dealing with his grief. The problem is that the Guardians, being a bunch of black or white everything's black and white asshole type people, they didn't like this and it made him snap. Because they're like, all right, well, you're no longer going to be a Green Lantern because, you're using the rings for your own personal use.
Right. And that's against the rules.
Against rules, yes, but again, the whole black and white, they didn't let him grieve properly.
Yeah.
And he ended up snapping. He wiped out all the Green Lanterns.
Yep.
Took all their rings, then he became Parallax, and then that's when Kyle Rayner, which I thought he was a really good Green Lantern.
Yeah.
I always like Kyle Rayner. That's where he became the next Green Lantern. And that was a really cool story arc that I would have liked to see in an animated film, but no, they went right into what the hell do they call it? Apocalypse War? Yeah, their next animated film that they did with that version of Superman and with the clone Superboy and everything, they went into Apocalypse War, and this is where they pulled basically a world universe-ending event and wiped out everyone and reset the animated universe.
Oh goodness!
And it was really fucked up and brutal. You saw people get ripped apart by Darkseid's parademons.
Yeah, that is pretty brutal.
Who? Trying to think. Like even who was it? Starfire got pretty fucked up.
Holy smokes! That's rough.
That's right. It was Justice League War. It was Justice League Dark Apocalypse War, where it was John Constantine trying to stop all this stuff from happening, but it gets, everything gets too out of hand, and finally the universe is rebooted. Let's see. Hal Jordan gets eaten alive by Paradoom. Oh, that's right. The Parademons were crossed with Doomsday's DNA.
Dude, that falls into the category of no thank you very much.
Yeah, Hal Jordan, he gets eaten alive. Aquaman gets cut in half by Darkseid. Martian Manhunter's burned and turned into a cyborg. Hawkman, he gets his wings torn off. Zatanna, she gets eaten alive. Batman is turned into a servant of Darkseid.
Dude, that's brutal. All right.
Wally West, he's killed off screen by the Paradooms, is what I guess what they're called.
Okay.
Don't know who that lady, Bumblebee. Oh yeah, that character. Jaime Reyes, Blue Beetle, thrown off a tower and punched to death by Paradooms.
Oh dang! Oops.
Beast Boy's killed off screen. Wonder Girl is killed off screen, but her body is seen. Speedy is killed off screen. Dick Grayson is stabbed in the chest and then revived by Damian.
Dude.
Yeah, a whole lot of fucking death ends up happening in this.
Holy moly. And I missed this, huh? That's wild.
The only one who has a decent death of not being fucking torn apart is Amanda Waller, and she dies of cancer off screen.
Yeah, if anybody deserves to die a horrible death, it's Amanda Waller.
Yeah.
Creator of the Suicide Squad. Like one of those people who is quote unquote the necessary evil.
Ooh, Barbara Gordon, she's eaten alive by Paradooms.
Dude. That's just uncalled for.
Yeah, and then Connell, clone Superboy, his neck gets snapped by a Paradoom. I was like, oh, that's sad.
Dude.
Shazam, he sacrifices himself and blows up the Paradooms.
Dude.
Excuse me. I'm going to call Shazam by his proper name, Captain Marvel.
Yes, the Captain Marvel.
Not the
because
legally obligated name. I'm going to call him Captain Marvel. Fuck it.
yeah, I can't believe DC capitulated that too.
I would have
That
fought
that
hard.
no,
I would have.
it stinks of inside playing. You know, like that was an inside deal.
Yeah.
It really does. It stinks and it's foul. Okay, Control D, deselect. All right, I think that's colors on that, and then what I'll do is I will grab that one, oh, and that one. All right, and then we're going to go over to Edit, Tonal Correction. We'll go with Hue, Saturation, Luminosity. Increase the saturation a little bit. Bring the luminosity down. Hue correct that just a little bit. Right, which way am I going here? It's green. There we go. So, all right, then I'll say OK. Select. Select. Yeah, that's much better. And then I'll go in, and we're going to grab that color. Just do a little bit of that right there.
But yeah, but after I guess after that reboots when we started getting some of these newer movies, which were actually pretty decent. Was it Superman Man of Tomorrow? That was actually a good movie.
Oh, cool.
I like the animation. People liken it to was it Archer style animation, but I mean it is if the characters are standing still, but they actually have full 3D movement. Unlike Archer, it's not flash animation.
Right.
JSA World War II was really good.
Okay.
The Long Halloween, that was another one done in that style of animation. That was really good too. The Long Halloween Part 1 and 2. With Jensen Ackles doing the voice of Batman, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, cool. I don't know who that is.
I'm trying to think. You ever watch the show Supernatural?
Nope.
Oh. Oh! Have you... well, I doubt you watched it. The Boys?
Yeah.
All right, he played as the Captain America guy. Soldier Boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Which is,
dude, I like that guy, man.
Which is funny because he...
Hot dates.
Huh? Oh. I was like, wait a minute, what?
I had to go nuke the porn bot.
Which is funny because Jensen Ackles with DC, he originally started out doing the voice of Red Hood.
Oh, okay.
So, and he did a good job, and it was fun because he did a good job, and apparently he really actually wanted to play a live action Jason Todd and play the role of Red Hood. I mean, he fucking did cosplay for it and everything.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
So there's a missed fucking opportunity right there.
Right.
But for that movie, they had a lot of good actors. Josh Duhamel did the voice of Harvey Dent.
Oh, nice.
But what was great about The Long Halloween, it was the newer animation, but all the backgrounds and the designs were a huge tribute to the Bruce Timm Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, nice.
And so much of a tribute when Harvey Dent became Two-Face, they even kept the blue look of his skin on his burnt side.
Oh, nice.
And Josh Duhamel sounded exactly like the original voice actor from the animated series when he was doing the Two-Face persona.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, wow, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, all in all, it was a really good movie.
That's
Really
really
good
cool.
set of movies.
See, I like to hear that, man. I like to hear good products, right? And for me, it's always so doubtful that they're actually going to be good products because they just it's like a disease, man. These folks can't help but dramatize their shitty politics. And
And
they,
that's why I always liked DC. DC barely didn't really have much misses when it came to the animated films. I mean, at the beginning of their animated movie, uh, I guess the beginnings of them doing their more mature animated films,
Mhm.
like the very first one was Superman Doomsday, that was a giant fucking misstep.
Yeah.
That was bad. I mean, I remember I bought that DVD. Yeah, I just got out of basic training in tech school. So I
Yeah.
saw that DVD. I was like, fuck yeah, I fucking bought it. Went home, popped it in my fucking laptop because I didn't have a TV and DVD player yet.
Right.
I was like, fuck yeah, sit in my dorm room. I watched it, turned it off. I was like, the fuck was that dog shit? God damn it.
Sadly, it
but
happens.
but they ended up getting better, especially when they came out with the Public Enemies, the Superman Batman movies like Public Enemies and what was Apocalypse, where they introduced Supergirl.
Okay.
Um, the that's when the DC films really started to pick up. The DC animated films really started to pick up and become really good. Except for what was that? The anime one, Batman Ninja. That one was fucking weird.
I could not get into that one because it was just the CG.
The CG bugged me,
It was
and
terrible.
that's the only reason why I don't want to watch the Super Sons movies, because they went with that same CG style route.
Yeah.
But people are saying that it's actually really good, and I'm like, but do I want to watch it? The animation's going to bug me.
All right. Let's see here. Let me share application. There we go. All done. Not
Yeah.
bad for just some quick three-tone colors, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Not shabby. This is, I tell folks, I'm like, look, I tell these guys, I see them using the airbrush tool that's super soft, and I'm like, dude, it looks terrible. Just don't be afraid of using hard edges.
Mm-hmm.
Use like this is three colors. It's quickly done, and it came out looking decent.
Yeah, I mean,
Although I think I missed a spot.
and that's the thing. I think people forget that if you're doing comics, comics tend to have hard edges.
Mm-hmm.
Like characters' backgrounds, they all have hard edges.
Yep. Exactly.
When you start doing the weird blended, almost painted look, aside from Alex Ross, he's a huge exception.
Yeah. Now Alex, well, the guy is a master painter. So
Yeah. But he uses references. It's like, shut the fuck up. Who the fuck doesn't use references?
dude, if you're not using references, you're probably not doing it right. Oh God. I love how creative he is, and I admire it. Right.
I
love that his passion.
All right, so I have a love-hate with Liefeld's style.
Right.
I love the whole extreme, just the machismo behind it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, the fucking veins, the bulging muscles. Then you're like, why do they have 120 teeth?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I get kind of triggered by the teeth too. And their eyes are so tiny, and they're always angry. Like,
even when they're happy, they're angry. What the fuck's going on?
For real.
I mean, granted, great contributions like Cable.
Oh, Cable, Deadpool, dude, like,
Well, from what I understand, Deadpool was originally a serious character,
and it was his.
and but when he left Marvel, there was some hate for
Hmm.
him. So they turned Deadpool into a goofball, but it meant to fucking troll Liefeld, but it kind of backfired and made it Deadpool super popular.
Yep. Sorry,
Holy shit, another porn bot showed up.
Yep, I nuked it, and I'm reporting them. They have been reported. So, go make a new sock account, you ass hats. So yeah, there we go. Patent, nice and colored.
Mm-hmm.
All nice and done. There. Star Spangled. And these are going to be trading cards. Yeah, they're going to make trading cards, which is why, another thing, I just got to, I want to talk to Bunny about it. I'm like, dude, don't pick mainstream characters. To hell with mainstream characters. For real. A lot of people don't know this, but I actually charge double my normal rate for mainstream characters.
I mean, I would.
Because I don't want to do them. So even when I'm running like a sale or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I charge double for mainstream IPs because I do not like them. I don't want to promote them. I don't give a flying crap about mainstream.
Yep.
Whereas as far as I'm concerned, it can burn. I don't care, or it can keep going on. I don't care. There's zero care given in that direction. I'd much rather be doing. I'd rather be doing indie. Yeah, throw indie. I don't care what indie. And I prefer creator owned indie. On top of that, the only mainstream characters that I will do would be like the milestone characters because like DC did what DC does, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have a very long history of buying up their rivals' IPs and then burying them. And especially in today's climate where they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make this character, we're gonna race swap this character, race swap that character." I'm like, dude, if you're gonna pull out a black character, like, don't make Superman black. Give me an Icon story. Icon is a great character.
Yep.
And one of the things I loved about Icon is that he does, deal with the moral struggle of being a good guy, of being a paragon, and setting an example. And he's a single dad, which is, that's something you don't get to see a lot of ever, right?
Yep.
And he is. Icon is an icon. The name is very appropriate. And I love that character. Show me Hardwire, I'm like, dude, that's like Iron Man with guns. And people go, "Oh, so War Machine?" I'm like, no. War Machine has everything integrated. Hardwire has like, yeah, he's got some integrated weaponry and stuff like that. But that dude will straight up pull out at like some cool like space age guns and light up some bad guys.
If I can promote more of John Henry Irons.
Oh, dude, I love John Henry Irons. Like when Superman died, and they basically gave us the option of 4 different Supermen. I was like, yep, nope, Steel. It's all about Steel.
Well, with me, it was
character.
It was either Steel or Superboy.
Yeah, no. Which turns out we were right in thinking that way because the other 2 were bad guys.
Well, Eradicator wasn't so much of a bad guy. He was just fucked up programming.
Yeah, he's not bad. He was just programmed that way. Right, and then Cyborg Superman turned out to be Metallo.
Basically, sort of. His own
Was
character. He? No. He was, so
I thought he was straight up Metallo.
No. Cyborg Superman. I always forget the guy. Give me a moment. Henry Crenshaw is his name. And what he was, if I can remember correctly,
Uh-huh.
his origins are actually before the death and return of Superman. He was a astronaut, him and his wife. Something happened. He used to be a huge Superman fan. Something ended up happening where, if I can remember, basically a cataclysm happened. Superman wasn't able to save them in time.
Uh-huh.
And basically they began rotting away. But somehow, later on, Crenshaw was able to get his, like, part of his consciousness got into some alien tech, and that's when he rebuilt himself as Cyborg Superman to ruin Superman's name.
Oh,
Even
wow.
after death, he was going to make it so that everyone hated Superman. So that's why he came back and was like, yeah, I'm Superman, so and so. I'm just a little bit different. Doomsday kind of fucked me up.
Dang. That's
And
wild.
his storyline was actually pretty good. Then obviously Superman came back. Superman got back to 100% because of Eradicator's sacrifice to
Yeah.
gave his life force back to Superman, so Superman could be back at full strength to defeat Cyborg Superman. But then Henry Crenshaw continues to be he escaped, because he's software. He's able to escape, and he's able to come back, multiple times and haunt Superman basically under new bodies, which is funny because remember when there was, during the late 90s and early 2000s, we started having a shitload of like crossover, like Superman versus Aliens or Batman versus Predator and shit like that.
Wild.
So there was a Superman versus the Terminator,
Okay.
and it was a neat storyline. Still a shit book, but it was a neat
That
concept.
fight's over so fast.
Well, somehow Superman gets zapped into the future. John Henry Irons is leading the Resistance, and Cyborg Superman is Skynet.
Oh, wild.
So it was one of those things where it was cool ideas, but it was poorly done. The
Yeah.
Superman versus Alien books were actually really
Dude,
good.
Superman versus Alien was great. Like when he got the acid sprayed in his eyes and he was blind and he's on War World and
Yeah,
dude,
his powers are slowly diminishing because he's away from the yellow sun.
that's right.
Yeah,
And of
and
course Mongol knows that, and
Mongol had nothing to do. Are you?
he didn't have anything to do with it? Dude, I haven't read it since it originally came out.
No,
And,
when it originally came out, it's its own like little separate universe.
oh, okay.
They end up discovering a floating city, and the Earth received a message from this floating city, and they're like, we don't understand this language. Superman, he comes in, he's like, holy shit, it's Kryptonian.
Yeah.
So lo and behold, it turns out it's the floating city of Kandor.
Oh, wild. Okay.
So they go there, and turns out it's a fucking xenomorph infestation, and Kara Zor-El is on that station.
Wild.
But shit ends up, Superman's powers diminish, they get overwhelmed. Superman gets face-huggered. But in the nick of time, what was cool is that with the final end battle, in the nick of time, he was able to reach the sun, and then was able to reach the rays of the sun and get his powers back right as the chestburster was trying to come out.
Oh, fantastic.
So the chestburster ends up pulverizing itself, and he fucking hacks it up in his fucking space.
Oh, I love it.
But then he goes back, destroys everything. And again, I am going to fucking say this over and over and over again, because people are, Superman doesn't kill. No, he does kill, only when he has no other choice.
Yep.
And people fucking forget that. They always fucking forget that. Well, we don't count that time where he killed Zod and who and his cohorts that one time in the fucking 80s. Is like, no, you got to count that because that was still canon. You still have to count that. That
All
was
right.
before Crisis. That didn't happen before Crisis on Infinite Earths, or the big massive reboot they had. That was afterwards. So
Right.
with this storyline of Superman, you have to count that. And also on top of that, what he did in Man of Steel was very merciful compared to what he did in the comics.
Yeah.
Because in the
Well,
comics,
and like honestly, like he could have knocked Zod out. But I hear that James Gunn is going to be directing a soft reboot.
yeah,
Where they're actually going to make Superman like Superman
yeah, which I have no problem with.
instead of Super Batman.
Yeah. Well, and that's another misconception that is that when even in the original comics, when he did kill Zod and his cohorts,
Mm-hmm.
that fucking haunted him throughout the rest of the comics.
Yeah.
And not that I'm defending the movies, even though I do like the movies, I could see where it was still haunting the character Superman that he had to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked bits and pieces of the Superman, the Man of Steel movie, but overall, I did not like it. I did like the Kryptonian, like the stylization of the Kryptonian tech. I did like the way that they got exposed to the yellow sun. That was some good visual storytelling.
I did. One thing I actually did really like about the Kryptonian thing was the genetic cast.
Yeah.
The genetic cast system that they had.
Which is actually falls in line. That was the first story, like live action that I saw that actually played into the World of Krypton, the Mignola run, and like that's still. I won't really want to get my hands on some copies of that because that's still, that's still like one of my favorite space opera comics. What's up, Alex?
My proudest fap. You fucking bastard.
I love it. It's too much.
But that's the thing. In the Superman versus Alien comics, he went out of his way to not hurt the alien, the xenomorph, at all.
Right.
He was doing his damnedest, but it finally got to a point where he realized that these, like Ash said in the original movie, these things feel no remorse. They will not stop.
Yeah.
He felt he had no choice. Did it haunt him? No, because he was like, oh, they're a bunch of fucked up animals that needed to fucking go anyways, but...
And you do it so well, Alex. You do it so well.
But at the end of it, because it turns out that Kara was impregnated as well, but it ends with her floating away on a ship, like an escape pod after Kandor was blown up.
Wild.
And I guess they wanted to do more with that story, but obviously, it was DC having to work with Dark Horse on this.
And DC, like Sony, does not play well with others.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's wild. It's wild. All right, we got 17 minutes until Coach goes live.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's going to have the Barton brothers on tonight. I'm really excited for that. He's a true force multiplier for Comicsgate. And I totally missed the CG Awards. I did. I
fucking
totally
Alex.
meant to catch that.
Dick Cheese Comics.
Yeah. Yeah, no, any insult totally works.
Yep.
It's not the company it used to be. You know, it's really not. It's not the company it used to be, and it's really sad that they've become what they are. They used to be the standard. Like DC Comics used to have the highest caliber of artists and writers. They were very strict. Um, they had the most brutal deadlines, the most hellacious amount of kickbacks. Like I remember this one artist, he went on to some social media, was complaining that he worked at Marvel for 20 years and had like a total of 18 pages kicked back in that whole time, and since he's been working at DC, like 25% of his pages were kicked back, and I'm like, really? Only 25%? That's actually pretty good because the standard stat is 1 in 3.
Yeah. Yeah. DC was all about quality.
Used to be.
Yeah. That's why I said was.
We'll see how it goes. I mean, Warner Brothers, their parent company, has had some management changes.
Mm-hmm.
Heads are being knocked around. They're being told to knock off the political stuff and get back to telling stories.
Yep. The comics themselves, unfortunately, even though they're coming up with another fucking reboot of the fucking universe,
they kind of have to. It's trash.
They're sticking with the same fucking writers. They're just switching them around, putting them on different stories. That's all they're fucking doing.
Yep. Well, this is their last chance, because if they don't sell books, they will be fired. And much
DC
like
Comics,
the people,
as a publisher, may get shut down.
Yep.
So
they might just shut it down altogether because it's hemorrhaging money.
And it sucks because there's plenty of people in strong, talented people in CG who still have a love for old DC. They would jump at the chance.
Dude, some of these guys, these big guys, man, that have been working and doing this stuff for decades, they have a personal connection with these characters at Marvel and DC. Like, I remember Dale Keown going off on the current state of Hulk, and it's all I'm reminded of is Godfather. They massacred my boy. What they did.
And that, same thing with Chuck Dixon, the connections with the characters that he worked on.
Yeah.
And he's fucking telling it like it is now, so.
Yeah, no. In fact, actually, I just recently started following Chuck Dixon on Arkhaven. Arkhaven.com. You can go read some Chuck Dixon comics for free.
Yeah.
Go check it out. He's got Chuck Dixon Presents Mystery Classics. Let's see here. He's got My Sister Suprema, Avalon, Shade, Warman, Something Big, Invasion 55, Alt Hero, Chuck Dixon Presents Mystery, Chuck Dixon Presents Comedy, Chuck Dixon Presents War, Sidewinders, The Stranded. Dude, and the list goes on. Like, he's got a whole bunch of comics that y'all can go check out. And it's like, there's a lot of, I think they're all free.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all free. There's no option to subscribe there. So, and I just recently made an account with them to register so that I could put up my free comics. And more bang for everybody's buck.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. So this next week, man, this Thursday,
this Thursday, YouTube is going to be dead. There will be no streams from anyone.
Yeah, no, it's family time.
It's gonna be like that on Friday too. Everybody's still going to be in a fucking food coma.
All right. Oh shoot, I missed my uncle's birthday. Speaking of being bad with birthdays, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to hit him up after the show. But I don't know. Let's see here. This Wednesday,
Oh, hold
let
up.
me. Go ahead.
I just heard the cat dry heaving.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
You heard that, didn't you?
No, I
Oh.
didn't. But
Okay, well, it's no longer a dry heave.
it's now wet. Womp womp. Gross.
Great, another mess I have to fucking clean up.
Let's see here. What's in the? I'm trying to find a tweet.
I'm never
here.
owning a cat again.
Well, you know, like we've got each of the kids has a pet. You know, and that's so that they can. That's so they can learn responsibility, right?
I'm just going to get an ant farm.
Easier to clean up until it's not.
Dude, those ants from the ant farms are no fucking joke. I had one when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Friggin' finally got the ants in the mail, and I get one of the canisters that the ants came in had a crack in it, so some of them escaped, and one fell on the floor. My brother picked it up. It was the worst fucking mistake he made. Fucking apparently they use harvester ants, and they have a very potent sting.
No, they do. All right.
No
so
shit. We got T-Bunny.
Yo.
Do. Come on, mouse. Come on up. There we go.
There we go. Yo, T-Bunny, how are you doing, bud?
I'm fine. I was ordered to come on and talk about the show.
Yeah, I was actually just about to plug the show because we're getting ready to end up. You came in at the perfect time.
Oh, okay.
I colored the patent.
Yeah, look at that.
3-tone,
wow. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, you did him justice.
Thank you.
Except that he's got a Desert Eagle in his. Is that Desert Eagle or 1911?
I think I just did a 1911, and I did it from memory. I have to admit, I did not use a.
Well, the triangular banner does. Triangular barrel does look a little like a Desert Eagle, but yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I was just kind of winging it, and you know how it goes. Sometimes close enough is good enough.
There you go. Well,
it's Bad and Alive today. He probably would be using the Desert Eagle.
Oh, you know he would. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't want his sidearm to wound. He wants it to red rum.
He wants to shoot down aircraft like he tried to.
Yeah.
Boy, he was a tough bastard. Goodness gracious. He had no. It's like we were saying the other night. He has zero fucks to give. That guy had none.
It's true.
He did not care. He just wanted people to die. On the other side,
wanted to win.
Yeah. Well, I mean that kind of single-minded purpose did damage him more than once because, you know, when you're focused on the target and you're focused on like getting that done, you don't look to the sides and look to the back, and most of the time that's where this damage came from. You know, friendly fire.
Right.
Especially that one guy, from what I understand, he slapped and told to get back in the fucking field.
Yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah, he actually took him to the door of the medical tent and booted him out. Literally kicked him in the butt.
Yep.
And he did it right in front of the press.
Yeah.
Oh,
right, so, we're at 32 votes. 21 hours left, folks. Go.
Are you gonna have to draw a blue tallywhacker?
Oh gosh, no! Please, folks. Like at this point, vote Red Baron. Just do it.
Oh, okay.
See, I don't like drawing the mainstream characters.
Oh, right.
I really don't. I love drawing indie characters, and honestly, as long as they're not hostile.
Mm-hmm.
The creators aren't hostile, I will gladly draw that character.
I remembered when Watchmen wasn't considered mainstream.
No, I know. That's true.
Right?
That is true. Once upon a time, man.
I don't like promoting the enemy. You know what I mean? But
Well, somebody
vote
was
Redbeard.
asking this earlier. Alex G. They're watching that, and they're like, "Are these books any as good as the movie?" And I was like, "Well, it's like apples and oranges."
Yeah, I actually liked as much as I enjoyed the Watchmen book. I liked
Yeah.
the movie better.
Oh yeah. The Watchmen movie is actually really good adaptation. It's almost
Especially
a
the
1-to-1.
director's cut.
I didn't get to see the director's cut. What's with Snyder? He puts his best work in his freaking director's cuts, man.
Well, from what I understand, all the director's cut did was because remember when that movie came out, they had
Mm-hmm.
a separate animated DVD for the
The black the black freighter stuff. Yeah.
So pretty much from what I understand, the director's cut was just him putting those animated sections back into the movie.
Oh, okay.
And that's
Okay.
all it was. It just stayed as one long continuous thing, like in the original comic.
Right. Well, I thought the whole thing of making Dr. basically framing Dr. Manhattan was a very elegant solution to what I thought was a really crappy part in the comic book. I never did like that whole alien thing. I never did. It just never made a lot of sense to me. But having framing Dr. Manhattan, basically driving him off the planet because he's the problem, he's the danger to humanity, just made a lot more sense narratively,
Yep, and Dr. Manhattan didn't want to give a shit about humankind, but he felt obligated that he had help, but they gave him the out that he wanted.
Yeah. Hey, and he and Mankind parts, and Mankind basically gets pulled back from the brink, and Manhattan goes off and does his own thing like he's always wanted to. So it's a win-win pretty much. But
right.
I don't know. I guess my biggest issue was that the guy Matthew Good just didn't have the gravitas that I imagined that you would have if you were Ozymandias,
Yeah, I think they should. Ozymandias fell off to me, especially with how skinny the actor was.
Yeah. Now if Anthony Starr played Ozymandias, yeah. Did you just get that image in your head?
Yeah.
Anthony Starr could have pulled an Ozymandias off. Okay. I could see that guy playing Ozymandias.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that looks great.
Yeah,
great.
He's from New Zealand too. So.
Oh, he's oh right. Wow, he's Kiwi. Interesting.
Yeah, so he doesn't have to tweak his accent too much.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, it's amazing how they don't want Americans to play Americans anymore. They all get these British actors to play Americans anymore. It's actor guy. He happened to be a black man, but he's like you can't even get a role as a black man unless you're English anymore. And he went into a just to try, basically just to prove a point. He goes into a audition, and when he gives his name at the audition table and all the way through, he gives the British accent, because he worked on a British accent, and so he does the British accent, and then when he does the part, he switched to his regular accent when he did the part, and then after it was over with, he turned back to him and said, "So how did I do?" And they're like, "Oh, yeah, you can drop the accent now." He's like, "No, this is actually my accent." And they're like, "Oh, okay, well, you're not gonna get the part, but And he's like, "What's the difference, right?" But it's all screwed up right now. Hollywood's so screwed. Anyway,
yeah. Well,
this gonna be a great card, though. I'm really looking forward to this.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be
maybe
a lot
we
of
can make
fun.
it a full embossed, maybe.
Right. I was
Yeah.
thinking, that background would make for a great holofoil,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely.
right?
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Or prismatic foil and just, cut the stars out.
Yeah.
And
No.
then that way the stars are the prismatic foil part.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would look good. That would look good.
Yeah. So let's talk about the show. It's Wednesday, correct? The day before Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
What
Yeah,
time? When and
yeah.
where?
We moving it to Wednesday.
Is it?
No, it's always it's scheduled for Thursday.
Oh,
But,
okay. Scheduled for Thursday. Okay.
yeah. I guess that's how it is Thanksgiving night, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
like I was saying, everybody's going to be all turkeyed out and in
Right,
a food
right.
coma.
Of course, then again, people could be bored because it's after turkey and everything, and they don't have nothing to do.
It's true. It's true.
True.
I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind.
Well, I think Todd might be as long as he's got the clearance from the boss.
Yeah.
If he's got clearance from the boss, we'll do it. Anyway, but if we need to do it on Wednesday night, I can do it on Wednesday night.
All right.
So
So,
least
in
this
other
week.
words, people should subscribe to Telepathic Bunny's channel
yeah.
and make sure that they smash that bell
Mm-hmm.
to receive all the notifications.
That would be appreciated, guys. It would be appreciated.
All right. So I'm grabbing that link real quick.
Mhm.
I'm going to drop it down here in the chat.
Right. For is there more than one over there? I'm only seeing one comment.
Oh, well, we get more views on the playback
Mhm.
over here. And granted, this channel is super small. Let's see here.
Yeah.
What are you at? You're at 46 subscribers.
Ah.
Yay.
Yay! Yeah, I'm at 317 and holding. I've been holding for like 3 months or something like that.
It'll do that. It'll
Yeah.
do that. Especially since there's a fresh round of
Mhm.
hate going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the algorithm. Me and Luke been decided not to simulcast for a little while and see if the algorithm is targeting us because of our simulcasting.
Okay.
So that's because as soon as we started simulcasting, it's like I went from 300 in a rush to it's taking me 3 months to like get 17 more. So
Wow.
yeah, it was just really dramatic. It's really dramatic.
Yeah,
But,
it's that you got to get to 500.
yeah,
Then you got to breach 1,000. Then after that, you got to breach 5K, 10K,
yeah,
25K, 50K, 100K, and
Right.
then you start taking off because YouTube
Mhm.
will start pushing you more and whatnot.
Well, it's weird. It's like you have to have subs before they'll let you get subs.
Yeah.
Weird. It's just weird.
Yeah, I have this. I had this degree. Yeah, you need 3 years experience, but I need the experience. Okay, can you give me the experience? No, you need 3 years of experience, but I need to work. Yeah, but you need 3 years of experience. How can I work if I don't have the experience? Well, get the experience. I don't have the fucking experience.
Right.
That's 22, baby.
I would have
see,
experience if you give me the experience.
Well, see, if you understand that war is crazy, then you're not crazy enough to be put out of war,
Yeah.
Right.
which is the original Catch-22.
Yep.
But
true.
it seems like everything's a Catch-22 anymore. Everything's Catch-22. I get you coming and going. Yeah, I just I've been spinning. I'm supposed to go to work in a little while, and I've been up all day, so I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun on the bun.
Well, that's what
Lots of
happens when
caffeine.
that's what happens when your friend who just got a test tube out Wednesday decides to double up on a flu shot and pneumonia shot in the same day, compromised his immune system, and has been dealing with a deep tissue infection for the last 2 days, and
Oh goodness.
so and finally talked him into going to the emergency room. He had to call all the way to his physician that took the tube that put the tube in, and it took us all day to get a hold of them, going through all these switch outs that they've got now that keep you from talking directly to somebody, and finally got a call back, and that nurse told him, why are you calling us? Go to the emergency room, you know. And I was like, I told you. He's like, well, I don't want to be a hypochondriac, you know. I'm like, dude, you know. Like,
Yeah,
If you have flesh falling off your body,
Yeah.
you need to fucking go to the
yeah, you know, it's like last night you couldn't sleep because your whole entire chest cavity was burning. That's bad. Okay, that's bad. That doesn't happen to everybody. Let's take you to the emergency room. Stubborn ass, man. Stubborn. Oh, it is what it is. He's my best friend for a reason. We have that in common. We're both stubborn asses. So, which is, you know, not exactly an ideal thing to have in common if you're living together, but you know.
Right.
That reminds me, and in my little story, it's not at all on the same levels as that, but still, because again, you talk about stubbornness.
Mhm.
One day I was at work where I used to work overnights
Mhm.
at front desk. I was taking care of a guest. They were checking in, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it felt like someone decided to take their fist and drive it right under the back of my ribs,
Ooh.
and like just keep on grinding. So I buckled a little bit, but I sucked it up and took care of the guest. And I went to the back and sat down. My buddy, he walks back there. He's like, "Hey man, you okay?" I'm like, "Dude, it hurts like hell. I could barely breathe, man. I don't know what the hell's going on." He's like, "Maybe you should go to the hospital." "No, man, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." This is when I had fucking shitty insurance, right? So
Right.
I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good." So I was like, I'm just going to go use the restroom real quick." Went and used the restroom. I was like, "Huh, I don't think it's supposed to be red."
No.
So
it
I was like,
is
"All
not.
right, man. All right. Well, I'm going to the hospital."
Yikes.
He's like, "Yeah,
Yikes,
you
yikes,
should."
yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so
Yeah, you
I
should.
drive to the hospital on base. And they're like, "Well, your insurance won't cover it for here." I'm like, "Yeah, it's going to be super exorbitant if we take care of you." I'm like, "Ah, crap. Okay. Where's where's closest hospital?" "Okay, here's this." He's like, "Okay. Do you need an ambulance? How much is that?" "Well, it's going to be like around $3,000. No. I could drive. So I end up going up the wrong way up the highway
Mm-hmm.
because I was in so much pain and I could
Yeah.
not focus. I ended up going and on top of that, I was going in the wrong direction to begin with.
Mm.
So I had to turn around, go back towards the correct direction. I missed an exit for a hospital. I was like, fuck. But there's another hospital like literally right up the road. Pull in there, but right as I pull into the parking lot, the pain stops.
Ah.
Dead stop. I was like, oh, okay. So I get out of the car, smoke a cigarette real quick. And I'm like, okay. Go inside. Talk to doctors in the emergency room. Well, all right. Well, have you ever had this? No. It's like, okay, well, they take blood, they do like a quick little scan, and I'm like, okay, all right, we're going to need you to fill up this cup. I go and fill up the cup, and it's really dark, but not red.
Mm-hmm.
So I come back, give them the cup and everything. Okay, now that we get this ready, and all of a sudden, another doctor comes in and goes, "Oh, all right, don't worry about any more tests. We figured it out." I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on?" He's like, "All right, follow me." "So you had a kidney, you just passed a kidney stone." It's like, "Oh,
Ah.
okay." I'm like, "Oh my God, is it going to hurt on the way out?" He's like, No. Believe it or not, this is actually smaller than your urethra, so it's not going to hurt on the way out. You might hear a ting in the urinal.
Mm.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh goodness.
He goes, "So you're lucky on that part." And so I went back, but man,
Mm.
that, believe it or not, I guess when it was going through
Mm-hmm.
my kidney, and I guess when it initially went out, it kind of wrecked everything on the way out because I can't hold it like I used to anymore.
Right. Right.
So that sucks. And on top of that, one of my boys down there was hurting for
Yeah.
like a couple weeks. I was like, why is that
Yeah.
tender?
Right.
Well, guys, I have to get running here. It's
Uh-huh.
Saturday, and I have to get the kids to bed.
Yeah,
I need to get to bed and get
All,
ready for work
all
tomorrow.
6 of the little crumb crunchers. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You
Well,
get that
luckily,
done.
only 5 of them require this kind, or sorry, 4 of them
Oh.
require this attention. The other 2 are old enough to
Oh, okay.
regulate their own sleeping patterns.
There you go. There you go.
All
I
right.
got you. Yep. All right. Anyway.
Thank you for jumping on, Bunny. I appreciate it.
Sure. Remember that's 7:00 on Thursday night Eastern Standard Time.
All
And make sure you vote. Just check
Yes.
it under Telepathic Bunny, Tank Ferret, and Todd Redshift Comics. We've all 3 of us have got a post up about it. So anyway, check it out.
All
And
righty.
vote blue no matter who.
Oh,
What?
no.
No.
Man.
Talk about
No.
Dr. Manhattan. I was talking about Dr. Manhattan.
Okay. Still no.
Dr. Manhattan. There you go. I'm just ragging Tank. Dr.
Yeah,
Manhattan.
no,
That's who I meant.
I know.
Okay,
Alrighty.
night, guys.
I might get
Yep.
a little cheeky on that drawing if that's the case.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's one way to avoid drawing a, 20-foot dog. So anyway.
That's right. Vote Caesar. Heck yeah,
Caesar.
man. That's what I'm talking about. That's the one I
Oh,
want to
Red
draw.
Baron. Red Baron would be fun. Red
Yeah.
Baron could
Oh,
be
dude.
fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
All right.
the man, the myth, the legend, Winnie Weechie, or whatever.
Play some Sabaton when you're drawing the Red Baron.
Oh, there you go. There
Right.
you go.
Right.
Weird thing about it is when I modern culture sucks because I looked up Red Baron and first thing that came up was pizza.
Oh, Jesus.
Like the greatest ace of all time, and they want to talk about pizza. Yeah, okay, all right, there we go.
Right.
Yeah, of
Mm.
course.
Manfred von Richthofen, this is your legacy. Congratulations.
Pepperoni.
You didn't even have a mustache.
No,
well-
no, he didn't.
All right, everybody out there in TV land, be sure to join us this next Sunday for What's in the Bag. We're going to have some new cool stuff. We'll talk about the aftermath of Thanksgiving, and who else knows what else we'll talk about, because that's the surprise. You never know what's in the bag until we open it up.
Boobs.
What's
Boobs are
in the bag?
Boobs.
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 All righty.
It's
Well.
kind of morbid.
All right,
All right.
bye,
Y'all
guys.
have a good night.
You too. Have a great